Blush is one of the most powerful lifting tools when it's used right. And today I'm going to show you how to place blush so it's more lifted, more natural and fresh, and not over trendy. As we mature, our face naturally shifts downwards. When the blush is placed too low on the face or too close to the nose, what it does is it just adds a lot of heaviness to this part of the face and makes it look like it's sagging. And a lot of us learned blush years ago where it was you smile, right? And they say put it on the apples of your cheeks. Well, if I do that today on my face, it just really makes my face look so much heavier and rounder. Don't get me wrong, it looks really cute on young faces, and I love all the blush that's going on out there today with these new trendier looks, but it doesn't work on my face, and I'm fine with that. When I apply blush on a mature face, my goals are to lift the face, right? Just add a little bit more pop to the eyes, and just to support the bone structure up and through here. So it should never bring the face down. It should quietly just kind of lift the face upwards. And if you bring it too low, what it's gonna do is it's really gonna shorten the face. You're not gonna be able to see any lifting by the eye area. And that's really where you wanna keep the focus, is up and through here. And formulas matter too, and I'm gonna share with you in a minute some formulas that work really well on mature skin. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna put it right here in the back of my hand. Then I'm gonna take a brush that looks like so. I'm gonna tap in there, and I'm gonna start up high. I'm gonna start right up and through here. And what I'm gonna do is start right here, and I'm gonna blend it going upwards. Just keep pulling upwards. And you can notice I'm not going any further down through here. So really what I'm trying to do is just like bring that upwards like so. So you want to keep the color diffused and blended. And just to keep it elevated and fresh looking. If for some reason you ever feel like you do put too much blush on, you're gonna feel like, oh God, it's way too much. Just simply take your foundation brush and tap it along the edges around the entire area. Just slightly, and you can see how that just sort of diffused it. And formulas matter just as much as placement. I look for blushes that are soft, buildable, and forgiving. Overly matte formulas and powdered can just really add a lot of texture to the skin, and we don't want that. Shiny formulas can just really highlight some of the texture on our skin, so we want to stay away from them. Think more natural, satin, and cream formulas. I'll actually leave a list of some of my favorite blushes that I use on mature skin down below in case you're interested. A good rule of thumb is when you're looking for a blush tone is to go with the pigment that's in your lip color. So if you look at your lip color and then you match it up to a blush that's a cream or satin formula, just make sure it kind of blends in with your lip color. Colors that are way too dark or too intense, they're really just gonna overpower the face. You want the blush to look like it's coming from the skin, not laying on top of it. So the most common mistakes that I see women do with blush is putting it on too low, putting it on too dark, putting too much on, and then using a formula that's way too dry and shiny. Some of these changes will make a big difference on how the face looks more lifted and youthful. So you don't need to stop wearing blush, you just need to know where to place it. So don't forget, next Sunday at 10 a.m. is episode 7, and it's all about how to place eyeshadow so the eyes look more open.